Hello, tubers. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. And thank you for watching Cooper's Thai Adventure live stream with Mr. Brooke Schneider. I did promise you that we're going to have Mr. Sean on here, the agent, but he cannot make it on a Wednesday morning. So we have to do it on a Saturday night. So what we've planned now is because him and the other agent that want to come on here, they're going to be coming on not this Saturday, but next Saturday. And he's doing some serious research to things that we can do out here in relation to owning property. So he's doing a lot of research in that. A lot of people have been asking if there's a user frac here in Thailand, and there is. And he's going to be getting on top of that and finding out exactly how to do that. And it's something that he's very interested in promoting. So gives opportunity for foreigners out here to buy a house in their own name. Okay. Hang on before I start getting the negative comments about this. You can buy a house in your own name, but you cannot own the land. So what a user frac does is it allows you to lease the land and own the house for up to a maximum of 90 years. So 30 years your first one, 30 years the second one, 30 years your third one. So what happens to that? And the way it happens is you buy the house, you own the house, you have the title deed for the house in your name. The land you lease from the developer. A lot of developers are including that in the sales price. Okay, so you're not paying any extra. It's just a lease contract. And what they're doing is they're putting in the contract, Brooke, that if the law changes in the meantime, the land automatically goes to your name. You know, say they have a law come in the next 5-10 years, whatever, that says, you know, if you've been here for more than 10 years, that you could buy property in your name, you know, maybe a certain size or investment opportunities. If you invest a certain amount in the country, you'll be able to own your own land. Things like that. That's been proposed several times in Thai Parliament, and it may be something that changes in the near future. So that's actually written into the contract that if you do have the eligibility, for example, if you become a Thai citizen, you know, then you can own the land, and you can be a dual citizen in Thailand. I have found out that you can be a dual citizen in Thailand. Mr. Singh is actually going through the Thai citizen process right now.
Or permanent resident.
You can do permanent residents cannot own land.
Okay.
Yeah. It was a proposal that everybody thought went through.
Right.
But it didn't. It was cut back at the final process, but everybody thought that went through because there was no other news about it.
Right.
So it was sort of like, yeah, this is going through the government. This is going to change. And then the story ended. So everybody automatically assumed it, including myself.
Yes.
And including Singh and everybody else. Upon further research, no, if you're here as a permanent resident, you get like the green card. No, you cannot own land, but if you become a Thai citizen, you can. And I had a long conversation with Singh about that yesterday, and here's what he said. I asked him, do you have to be able to read and write Thai to become a Thai citizen? He said, no, you don't. He says, what you have to do is accumulate 50 points. And he's going to get all that information over the next week for me. And we're going to sit down and have another interview with Singh exactly how to do this and what it entails to get the 50 points. Once you get the 50 points, you're able to apply for Thai citizenship. You have to be here in Thailand, he says, for a minimum of 3 years to apply for citizenship. Right. So once you become a Thai citizen, yes, then you can own land. So a lot going on there in the backgrounds, a lot of research going on both Sean's part and also on Singh's part. So we're going to be hopefully bringing you a lot of great news coming up here on the channel. So things to look forward to there.
So there'd be, just to interrupt, sorry.
Sure,
there'd
go
be
ahead.
no differences to owning a condo for a foreigner. That just stays the same as it is now.
Yeah,
no problem.
You can own a condo, no problem, in your own name, providing that it's part of the foreign quota.
Foreign quota, yep. 49%.
You can.
Any project, foreign quota.
Yes, you can do that. That's never been an issue. 51%'s got to be Thai. 49% can be foreigner. Also with a house, okay, and land. If you wanted to start a business here in Thailand, you could buy a house under the business name. So it would be Thai business ownership. You could be the CEO of the company. Say you want to start a car wash here and you employed 5 people, for example. You could buy a house in the name of the car wash. And what you would do is you would own 49%, and then you would give, then you'd have to have 2 Thai people own the remainder of the 51%. So one would own 25%, the other would own 26%, but you would be the majority shareholder, so they can't do anything to your property. That's one way of doing it, which foreigners do out here. They start businesses, they want to, buy a house and put it in the company name. That you can do. So as long as you do it legally, it's not a problem. All right. So it's something that you got to be very careful about.
Yeah, sounds like there's a workaround.
There is a workaround, but you got to be very careful and be legit.
Get expert advice on that.
Get a lawyer.
Yep.
Make sure everything's done correctly, that you do actually have a Thai business. People have been known to make fake Thai businesses, and then what happens is, they get in trouble.
Yeah.
So 100% be legal on that, whatever you do. And moving forward, let's see who we got online, and then we'll get into the topic of today's shows. We got 2 topics for you today that we would like to discuss with you.
Brett in Alaska. Morning, Cooper, Darlene, and Brooke.
And good morning, Brett. Thank you for coming on and joining us.
Tommy Lee, look at that smile. Good morning, Cooper, Brooke, and Darlene from New York City. Wow.
Good morning, Tommy.
Chris E. Good morning, Coop, Darlene, and Brooke.
And good morning, Chris. Thank you for coming on and joining us.
Roger Walker. Good morning, Darlene, Cooper, and Brooke.
Morning, Roger.
Mike Baker, Mikey the Man. Good morning, everyone. Coffee and a Thai sunrise on my side of paradise.
There you go. Enjoying a good life.
Miguel Leon. Good morning, all.
Good morning, Miguel.
Anthony Wilson. Good morning, guys.
Good morning, Tony. Thank you for coming on.
Black Ops. Morning, Cooper and Brooke.
Good morning, Al. Thank you for coming on, brother.
Big Al. Herbie J. Good. Hello, Darlene, Cooper, and Brooke. Flights are booked in June. We're excited.
That's not far away. June.
No, low season, too.
Low season, too. Yeah.
The Poor Man's Passport Guide to the Moon. Yeah.
Question mark. In referral to Bitcoin. I've been waiting for a Bitcoin topic to come on for today. For those of you, I know a lot of you are not into Bitcoin. And what happened was last night, Bitcoin hit an all-time high. And then all of a sudden dropped $10,000.
Oh, so, panic.
Everybody started panicking. People were, wait, what the heck's going on here? Well, there is normal in repeated history, going back in Bitcoin's history, there is a drop like before the halving. So that is perfectly normal. And what it does is tries to scare people so the big guys can buy more coins. So don't be afraid. Don't panic. Don't sell your Bitcoin. Don't sell your Bitcoin.
I think,
if you have
a
Bitcoin.
lot of the people that had bought at the previous high, 3 years ago or close to it, probably had sell orders at that high.
Yeah.
And that's what triggered the selling and, flushed out the system. So it's a good thing in a way.
Yeah, it is.
Poor man's passport guide. Yes.
Yeah, it will go to the moon.
Patrick McCoy, good evening from Dallas. See you all in 2 weeks. Well,
it's not a lot. Not far away. That's before the end of the month.
Before end of March. Yeah. Patrick McCoy. David Mears, good morning to the boss and her 2 employees.
And that's reference to my wife, who's moderating in the room behind Brooke there. And she's there, our moderator. And I guess we're her 2 employees.
Yes,
we're her
correct.
2 lackeys. And that brings me on to what I would like to talk to you all about today of what's happened here in Pattaya and Thailand in the last week. So since our last live stream, one thing that's happened that's really big in the news right now, a foreigner who has a property in Phuket. At the end of his property, it's right on next to the beach, but at the end of his property, what he did is he put 3 steps there, concrete steps go onto the beach. Well, for those in the know, you cannot build anything on a beach. Beach is public property out here. So it belongs to the public. It's not private, it's public property. So he built these 3 steps, 2 Thai girls sitting on the steps, enjoying the sunset, sitting there having a chat. He gets angry. He walks down the bottom of his garden. What's he do? He kicks him in the back.
Wow.
With his foot and starts yelling at him. Well, that went viral here in Thailand. If you haven't seen it on the news, it went absolutely viral here in Thailand. Several hundred Thais protested and complained and asking for immigration to deport him. Hitting somebody with your hand or your fist is one thing in Thailand, but using your foot is like the biggest insult out there in Thailand. And don't know what's going to happen to him. And immigration is investigating the matter. The police are investigating the matter, but it was filmed. Okay.
It was filmed.
It was filmed. Well, somebody got it on camera.
Big trouble in River City.
That's it. He's going to be in big doo-doo.
Well, he's got assault charges, isn't he?
Yes, it is assault.
Really.
And also they demanded that he take down the steps or that they would take him down and bill him. And they gave him a week to do it. He's since taken down the steps. I saw this morning on the news when I woke up that, yes, he had taken down the steps. But whether he's going to be getting deported for it or not is another thing. So it's very big out here in Thailand, and what's going to happen to this guy, nobody knows.
Might make an example of him. You never
they
know.
May make an example of him for doing that. What his visa situation is, I don't know. I think it was either his girlfriend, his fiance, or wife. It really didn't say in the paper who was with him. That was filming it as they went down there. So that is pretty big out there. And, the right way would have done it is just walk down there and say, excuse me, this is my property. Yeah. Or even yelled if you're angry. Okay. But when you resort to physical violence, you're really putting yourself in jeopardy. Because Thais don't tolerate that. They really don't. And especially when it comes from a foreigner, you got to be extra careful,
Violence isn't called for in any situation.
It's not.
In my opinion.
It's not. I am completely 100% against violence. And me, okay, I may have been, angry at the people, and I may have gone down there with an angry tone or, raise my voice a little bit, but assault, and 2
Not
girls,
called for.
2 girls, and he was a pretty big guy,
Yeah.
So if he gets kicked out of Thailand for it, it's his own dang fault.
Yep.
In my opinion, It just shouldn't happen.
Black Ops hasn't forgot Darlene. Brett in Alaska, note to self, leave bad attitude when retiring to paradise. Correct, Amundo.
And I said that in a video go back a while ago, Brett. One of my first walk and talks that I did on the beach. I think it was actually the first walk and talk on the beach. The number one thing not to bring to Thailand is a bad attitude. You know, if you're one of those people in the West that, you know, always looks at the negative things in life, never positive, you know, always likes to complain, argue, and yell at people. Thailand doesn't like that, you know, and they don't tolerate it either. So if you come into Thailand, realize you're in a foreign country. Treat the locals as you would like the locals to treat you, and you'll be fine.
And I think all the people we have in our group, I've never come across anyone with what I would consider bad attitudes or, you know, leaning towards anything like that's happened there. So I think that fellow is probably the exception. And yeah, maybe there's a good case he should be gone, you know.
Yeah. I have no idea what's going to happen.
Yeah, there's no reason here. It's such a paradise, land of smiles.
Exactly. So, you know, why get stressed out over little things like that? You know, I mean, I remember out in the West, I'd go to the supermarket and I'd have people sitting on the hood of my car, you know, or leaning up against the side of it. Yeah. I just walk up and say, excuse me, that's my car. And they move away.
Yep.
You know, getting stressed about something simple like that, you know, there's no damage done to the guy's property. You know, it's not like they were vandals, you know, spray painting the bricks or something, you know, writing some gang graffiti on it. All they were doing was sitting there watching the sunset. They weren't hurting a single person, you know, but he just had it repeatedly. He was getting tired of it. That was his property. He didn't even put a fence around the property. The garden went straight to the beach, and it was an open garden. Anybody could have walked across there. So, in my opinion, he's got himself to blame.
Well, steps are, I mean, you know, nice place to sit.
Yeah,
you know, watch
exactly.
The ocean. Yeah,
yeah. They've sitting in the sand and getting sand in places you don't want it to be.
I think. Yeah.
So, yeah, I think he did it to himself.
Steve Sun, hello, good afternoon,
and hello, Steve. Welcome to the show.
The Poor Man's Passport Guide. Violent people do violent things.
And I agree with that. Yeah. I do agree. You know, if you have violent tendencies all your life, it's one of those things that's very, very hard to shake.
Dennis L., look at those teeth. The videos with Sean are okay. I believe that you and Mrs. Darlene give a better assessment of the condos. I'm just saying.
And thank you for that. Darlene tried something new in one of our latest videos called Highlands. Where I suggested she suggested, let me get this right, that she hold the camera and film me and Sean walking through, having a discussion about the house that we were showcasing. A lot of good feedback on that. Said, yeah, Cooper, excellent. It gives you a more personal experience rather than you being behind the camera. You and Sean are both in front of the camera and Darlene was filming behind you. You know, please continue to do that. So thank you for the positive feedback on it. Her first time holding the camera, and she did a good job, did a very good job. Thank you to my wife, Darlene, for that.
San Hun, I agree. Not a fan of those videos either.
What videos? What did I miss here?
I don't know. But something about Sean and the videos, maybe.
Okay. All right. Thank you for that, son. I think it was a positive
comments. Feedback. Everyone's got an opinion. Herbie J, thanks for the info with Sean regarding buying a condo or house. Had never heard anywhere is that the funds for the purchase must come in as foreign currency. Can't be done with bought in the bank.
No,
I kind of knew that.
I knew that too, but it's one that I don't understand.
Right.
Okay. And the reason I don't understand, Herbie, is you're retiring to Thailand. You know you're never going to go anywhere else. This is where you want to be. You transfer your money into a Thai bank. A couple years down the line, you see a property that you absolutely love and you decide, I want to buy it. Well, you can't buy it if you have the money in a Thai bank already. It has to come from overseas. Why that law's there, I don't know. Maybe it's for investor purposes.
Well, let me tell you why.
Go on. I'd love to hear your 2 cents on this, Mr. Schneider.
It's because they'll get the foreign currency. and typically it's US dollars or possibly euros or Swiss francs, but typically it's a currency that is way more stronger than the Thai baht. So it brings foreign currency into the country. And trust me, once it's here, it ain't leaving. It's probably going into their foreign reserves, you know,
Right.
to build it. So, I mean, that's the reason why I wouldn't call it a money grab because you're going to get your exchange rate, whatever it is. But the more money they can bring in US dollars or euros or Japanese yen, the better it is for the country. You know what I mean?
Okay. I didn't think of it that way.
Build up the reserves. Son Hun, I just prefer the ones without a salesperson. To clarify, Cooper and Darlene ones are better.
Ah, okay. Yeah. Here's the thing, son. I put Sean in there because at the end of the day, I'm just making the videos for you all to see. And I'm not an agent, okay? YouTubers got to be very, very careful, okay, in regards to making money here in Thailand, because you're no longer retired. You then need a working visa, okay? Thailand right now considers YouTube a hobby. So when I film, if I have the agent with me, then it's the agent who is a Thai employee and has a business visa. I don't have a business visa. I'm on a retirement visa. I'll put that out there, and you know, and I make zero commission, zero. I don't want a single penny for it. I don't get involved in it. If you guys like Sean and you want to use him and you want to get one of his properties, then you contact him. We put the contact details in there. You guys can contact him directly. Or if you prefer, you can email us and I'm more than happy to forward it to Sean. But he's the professional. He's the realtor. I'm just the cameraman and the voice behind it. So I have to be 100% legal here in Thailand. I don't want to be breaking any of Thai laws. So that's why I have Sean in the video going forward with the channel. Yeah, of course, I'm going to be in there as well. And I'm going to be giving my honest opinion of what I think of the place.
You enjoy your hobby, don't you?
And I do. It's a hobby. It's designed to get people out here, help people find their retirement place where they want to live. People may not want to buy a pool villa, but they want to see them because they want to get an idea of what that place will go for rent. Because once it's sold, they can contact Sean and say, you know, hey, Sean, I saw that video you were with Cooper the other day. I like that pool villa. This was the name of it. When you sell it, can you ask the owner if he'd be willing to let it out to me? I'd like that place. Yeah, that's the perfect place I'm looking for those that don't want to live in what we call shoeboxes out here and want a house because they're just so accustomed to living in a house all their life, and that's all they want out here. So it's a great way for them to see what properties are coming up on the market for sale, because once they're sold, 9 out of 10 times, and this is according to Sean, he's been doing this 5 years, 9 out of 10 houses he sold, the owners asked him, please, can you rent them out for me?
Oh, really? Okay.
9 out of 10.
Interesting.
Yep. They didn't buy them to live in.
Rental investment.
Rental investment. Yeah. And so that is a reason why we're showing so many houses and pool villas now, because they're coming up for rent. And we're going to be showing a lot of houses for rent too coming up, and more condos. So people have been asking, hey, Cooper, can you show us, you know, sort of like a 2-bedroom pool villa? We got them coming up. We got 2 and 3 bedroom pool villas coming up, and cheaper ones, also cheaper rent.
And I suspect, like, I think for my case, you know, being older, condo's more suitable the more I look at it. I mean, I moved to a condo back in the West in my late 50s. Yeah. And the thing that kind of got me, well, obviously viewing it, oh, geez, this is nice. But I remember my, you know, saying, well, at some point we're going to be in a condo. Let's go have a look. And I said, well, I'm way too young, you know, maybe when I'm 70. But the funny thing is, the older you get, the more condo life maybe is more suitable, because I didn't want a lot of the maintenance and upkeep. However, for younger people, maybe they're looking to retire in 5 years. The villas might be the way to go. Yeah. You know what I mean? You kind of got a house situation set up. You're young enough to maintain it when you do get here. You know, why not get a bit of rental income until you are retired? So I can see that making sense for a younger crowd. And I mean, there's still people in their 70s probably want a villa. They got the money and they, you know, they think young, obviously. So Yeah, so there's different situations for everyone, but it's good you're showing both.
It is, and a lot of the gated communities out here are just like condominium complexes. And let me explain how. One that we went to go film yesterday, which you guys will see next week. We were trying to get some videos ahead, by the way. It had a gym,
Nice.
had a communal swimming pool,
Good.
and it had its own golf course.
And it was gated.
Gated with security.
Yep, good.
Gated with security. Had a gym, had a beautiful big swimming pool, changing rooms, showers, all that. By the pool, had its own golf course there. Fantastic place.
That would be of interest.
It is.
Yeah.
It is of interest to me. And this place hasn't got many houses left for sale, but again, they're all going to be starting to come up for rental later on this year.
Now, should a foreigner want to purchase one of those, you could. Is this where the 90-year lease would come in, the 330 extension?
Yes,
you could physically own the house,
in
your name, and then have a lease that was valid for up to 90 years.
Correct.
Would that be transferable should you decide to say sell it?
Yes,
probably to a foreigner.
Here's what happens at the end of the 90 years. You don't lose the house. You don't lose the land. What you can do is you can sell it to a Thai.
Okay.
So that is an option. And
now, on the off case you're not around in 90 years, let's say.
Well, who's going to be around? I mean, 90 years. I'd be 140 years old.
Say 25 years down the road, you decide, hey, I think I should sell this. Was the lease transferable to a new foreigner?
Yes, and it's written in the contract.
Okay.
Yes, that it is transferable. So they would have the house plus the remaining years on the lease.
Okay, that's kind of what.
And you can sell it. You can sell it.
So that's actually a good thing. Then
it is a good thing.
Yeah,
I believe is a good thing.
Yeah.
And the thing is, Brooke, it's going to cover you for your lifetime,
your
children for your lifetime, and your children's children. Okay,
90 years would do that.
90 years would do that. Let's say your grandkids are 10 years old.
They're going to be 100.
They're going to be 100 by the time that thing expires, if they live to be 100. All right. So it's only your great grandchildren that would have to worry about selling
disposal or selling. Yeah.
That's so it's going to cover 3 generations: yours, your kids, and your grandkids.
Yeah.
And your great grandkids would then have to look at selling it. By that time, the laws could have changed, that it could go into your name and everything like that. You just put a will that the house goes to my son, my daughter, a trust maybe.
Yeah.
If you wanted to have a family trust so that all of them are on the property book for the house. So there are quite a lot of pluses in there.
Mark Schaefer, nobody is great on video their first time. Give Sean a break.
And he realizes that, Mark. And it's funny because he keeps saying to me, Cooper, I'm going to get better. I'm going to get better. I'm watching lots of videos, how they're doing it in America. These guys on the video that are talking about properties. He says, I want to do it. I want to get a lot better. So he is very enthusiastic, and God bless him. He's getting a lot better behind the camera.
That's a good point. Yeah. Practice makes perfect.
It does.
Michael Rabicki, hello and good morning, afternoon, or evening. When are you going to interview the women that are living in Thailand? The women that are living in Thailand.
Yes. We've got quite a few women here living here, and I do want to get them on camera and do a video with them as a group rather than do it individually. I'd like to do it as a group. But trying to get everybody tied together because people have moved around to different areas. And it's something that we do talk about every meet and greet. Come on, let's make this happen. They're all like, yeah, okay. And then 2 days later, you don't hear anything from them. So I will push harder for that one, Michael, to get the women on here, so other women can get the perspective of what it's like out here for them.
Michael Rabicki, expat women.
Yeah, I got you on that one.
Larry Fournier. Greetings, Coop, Brooke, and Darlene. Coop, have you heard about the foreigner who threw a glass at a dog in a Jomtien restaurant? injured a Thai female customer. Ooh,
Yes,
that's a
I
no-no.
did hear about that. That was in the news as well this week. And yeah, he was an angry customer, threw a glass, it broke, and the woman had blood on her arm there from a fragment of glass. That another big no.
Yeah.
You know, these are people that come over from the West, and maybe they can't handle their alcohol. I don't know what it is, but you know, are bringing the bad attitude with them. And you get bad people wherever you go. I can't say that, you know, 100% everybody is perfect here in Thailand. I'd be lying if I did, you know. But you know, for the most part, 95% of the people here never have any issues.
Never, and rarely do you see anything. I mean, we've been here a year
now,
and I can honestly say in a year I haven't seen what I would consider any type of behavior that's, you know, would cause expulsion or, you know, anyways.
I haven't seen any violent tendencies.
No. So you hear about it, but like you say, there's always a bad apple and a whole barrel of apples.
That's right.
Herbie J. Brooke is a Jedi money master. His explanation about foreign currency coming into Thailand. Is he looking to get an explanation, or
no? He's just talking about
about
how you explained
reserves.
about buying a house or a condo, that the money has to come from foreign currency.
Pluto the Sailor. The Unix condo was something that if I was on the ground, I would have signed the lease on the spot. I do like Agent Sean and would trust him.
And a lot of people have used him, Bluto. I want to say about a baker's dozen have used him, about 13 of our subscribers, and everyone's giving positive feedback. Right. They got their deposits back when they left the condo, and absolutely happy. You know, he took care of everything. One person stayed at a condo, and there was no toaster or kettle. Told, you know, when they moved in, told Sean, he went out and bought a toaster and kettle that day and brought it over to him. Fantastic. You know, little things like that. He's spot on, and you know, jumps on it straight away. And you know, never an issue. Issue. Everybody got their deposits back. Everybody was happy. Said, yep, took care of them from day one until the final day.
Would that be Mike Baker's dozen?
Yeah.
Mikey the man.
And the Unix was a very, very nice place. And it was on last night's video. So if you haven't watched it yet, go watch the Unix condominium. It's a 2-bedroom condo. If you do it long-term 1 year, it's $25,000 a month. Beautiful sea view, beautiful mountain view. It's at the bottom of Tepperset. Tepperset. Well, no, it's not. I'm getting tongue-tied with locations now. Prachamak Hill. It's at the bottom of Prachamak Hill, very close, right next to Second Road in Pattaya. So you got a beautiful view of the bay from the balcony there. 2-bedroom, 64 square meters, plenty of room. No, not by any means a shoebox. And it had a wash machine and a dishwasher. So plus there.
Plus for the girls.
Yeah. And a very deep swimming pool. At one end of the pool, it's actually 8 foot deep.
Ooh, that is deep for
and
Thailand.
You don't see that very often.
No.
I think I've only seen it anything above 6 feet deep in the deep end in 3 places so far that I've filmed out of over 60. So it's not very
common.
rare. Yeah, not common.
Bootney 66. I see myself already probably starting in a condo and eventually living in a pool villa. Great video.
And thank you, Bootney. Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. I'm starting in a condo, and then when I find the right place for me, I'm going to jump out.
We've already started.
Yep.
Emamonic. Coffee for my lover. Dennis L. How was the transition between a house to a condo?
Well, I transitioned from a house in the Philippines to a condo here. I'm okay with it. I'm okay because at the end of the day, what did we bring with us? Our suitcase. Yeah. That's it. That's all we brought with us, Brooke. What else are you going to bring? You're not going to bring the kitchen sink or sofa or anything like that from your home country. You know, only thing you're going to bring is your suitcase. All these places out here, 99.9% of them are fully furnished. So you don't need to bring anything. All the cutlery's there. A lot of them have towels and everything. toaster, microwave, kettle, stove, hob burners, TVs. What the heck do you need?
Yeah.
Bedding, your bed. They got sofas, dining tables, all that patio furniture, balcony furniture. You've got it all. So that's all you really need to bring. And as far as downsizing in space, I'm okay with that. I don't mind. I spend most of my day out filming anyways. When I'm here, it's for Darlene to edit the videos and for me to answer the comments and the emails and talk to people on the phone. And then it's bedtime and up the next day, back out filming. So we're filming on average 2 to 3 places a day right now.
Yeah, yeah.
So getting plenty of content for videos of what people have been asking us to see, because we're coming up to the end of low season. The end of low season is April. So the end of April, we're only 6 weeks away from the end of low season. So now is a good opportunity for us to start filming the houses. And then once the end of April hits, I'll be able to go back and start filming a lot more condominium places for people that want to stay in condos out here.
In my case, Dennis, I actually did a move from a house to a condo 2 different times. Once was in the West, and I was in my late 50s, and I went to a fairly big condo, about 1,500 square feet, and it was a nice building, newer, had the amenities. So that was kind of an easy transition. When I was in Philippines, I was started in a house there, and it was smaller, so that was okay. But the thing I realized and then I went to a condo here, which again is smaller, but is a lot less maintenance with condos. I remember when I had the house in the West and even the house in the Philippines, hey, there was a lot of things I had to do around the property and, look after it. And whereas with a condo, hey, you lock the door, you go away, you want to travel, you want to go on a cruise, you want to, go away for 4 days, your door's locked. Who cares?
Yeah.
You don't got to worry about somebody, breaking in or something, Yeah. So it was just the fact it was a lot less worry and headaches and simpler with a condo. So for you guys in the West, if you're coming here and you're thinking hey, I'm selling the house, I'm going to downsize, I don't know, I'm going to like the condo life, give it a shot. You're probably going to love it.
Yeah.
If you're used to a big house in the West, things are different here. Typically, they're smaller, everything. So, that could be a transition. But, hey, you might go for a bigger unit, pay a little more, and you're okay, too. So, yep, there's something for everyone here.
Yeah, I agree completely.
Bootney 66. I see myself moving to a pool villa. Yeah, I think we've covered that one. Larry Fournier, greetings, Darlene, Cooper and Brooke. Yes, the video on the Unix condo and complex was fire.
Was on fire.
Yep.
Yeah, beautiful place. Well manicured lawn out there, had a lap pool, had a deep pool of 8 feet with a climbing wall slide, had its own bar on site, had a restaurant on site, and a mini mart. So you can get your eggs, your milk, your bread, your coffee, all that stuff that you would want from a 7-Eleven. There's a little mini mart on site that sold all of that. So yeah, absolutely great place to live, and very beautiful sea view there, and a reasonable price. $25,000 for a sea view, 2-bedroom, 64 square meters.
Good deal.
Is a very good deal here in Thailand, I got to tell you. Riviera and Copacabana, you're talking 40,000 plus.
Yeah, 35 to 40, I was going to say.
Yeah, and 50,000 in high season for them. So yeah, absolutely brilliant deal there. And it was a subscriber, and he reached out to me, and he said, "Hey Cooper, I've just bought this 2-bedroom condo. I'd really like it if you would put it on your YouTube channel and run it out to one of your subscribers. You got a fantastic group of subscribers. I'm a member of your Facebook group, and I want one of those type of people in there because they're good, decent people, and I know they're going to look after it." And I got them together with Sean, said, "Here you go. This is the man that I recommend take care of it for you." And they got along great, came up with a good deal that keeps both of them happy. He's from Hawaii, American guy, nice guy, 44 years old.
Younger.
So he's bought it as an investment until he can retire at 50.
Sure. there you go.
Yeah.
Les Brown, are all these jacuzzis heated at these condo complexes? It looks like they are part of the pool, so would mix with the cooler water.
No, they're not heated,
Yeah.
the jacuzzi, and you don't want it heated because the sun's beating down on that pool all day long. And trust me, you don't want it any hotter than it is. So it's like lukewarm water when you go into the pools out here. Very nice, very nice.
Yeah.
Not cold, not hot, and I wouldn't heat it.
No,
we don't get snow in Thailand, Les. So bad idea for heating a jacuzzi. You do have a sauna and a steam room here where we live. If you want the heat, you can go in there and then come back and jump in the pool.
Or just go stand in the sun for 5 minutes. You get warmed up enough here. Yeah, it's. I was in the pool yesterday for the first time in probably, say 2 months.
Right.
I mean, I tried it before. Oh God, this is too cold. Yesterday was ideal.
Yeah.
So now it'll be a daily.
Because the weather's warmed back up again.
The weather's warmed it up. It's just perfect. And and I remember back in we had got here June, July. Oh man, that pool, you wanted to stay in the shade, man, because
it was too hot.
It was a little too hot. Yeah, exactly.
Because of the sun. Yeah, so we'd go to the shady part of the pool and chill out there. Yeah.
And it was fine then. So from now till probably November, December will be good for the pool. Patrick McCoy, a good video might be a foy.
And then says, never mind. So he's changed his mind, whatever he's going to say.
Bootney, I've never been so angry in my life that I wanted to throw anything. I'm a laid-back guy. Yeah, most people are.
Great, most people are.
Yep.
Like you said, we don't have a single bad apple in our group.
I've never thrown anything, come to think of it.
No.
Tommy Lee, hey, Brooke, just wondering, what's your day like? I know Cooper's busy doing his videos. What are you doing? I'm actually carrying all his stuff around to all the videos. No, I get up early because I like the market. So I'm usually up around before 4 in the morning to get the closing market. There's about a good hour and a half after that. I'm watching, the uptake on the markets for the day. So, you get a lot of information that way. And then I, have had a couple coffees. I get my gym stuff on and I head to the gym. And I do probably a good hour a day workout between the aerobics and the weights. And then come back and Jackie's made some sort of breakfast, she's a good cook. I like that. And so then, spending some time, maybe, reading, doing that type of thing. I do have a nap most days, but it's because, I'm missing some sleep during the night.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when you're up at 4 in the morning, you're not up at 7, you're up at 4. So I try to grab at least, a couple more hours at some point in the early afternoon, which is hotter than heck in most days out here.
Yeah.
So I'm not
best time to take a rest.
Exactly. If you're going to take a nap, do it around 1 o'clock, right?
Yeah.
And then in the afternoon, it's funny. I'll get up and Jack will say, hey, let's go to Macro. Let's go to Lotus. So we'll do that, whether it's on the bike or a Bolt. And, the Bolts are so cheap here. And if I got to carry boxes back, hey, I'll take the Bolt. So, and that's the day. And then, you get back and supper time. We'll either go out for supper, or Jackie's again doing some cooking. And then it's kind of a movie time. And then, markets open at 9:30 at night. Be up there watching a bit of that and go to bed about 11. So that's typically the day. Yep.
Good retired life.
It is a good retired. And Tommy, you're going to love it here if you get into your routines. Anybody retiring here really needs a routine. Yeah, you've got yours. You know what I mean? You're used to that. You enjoy that. You look forward to that. I look forward to my days. So you want something that, hey, you're happy doing that you look forward to. So everybody needs a routine. Yeah. And you'll eventually get one. And some of the guys, you see them walking every day. They're out for, hour or 2 hour long walks, which is good.
Yeah. And just to say one thing, Tommy, when we went out and filmed Highlands, the 2 brand new houses that we filmed that is on a brand new gated community they're building, it took I want to say 2 hours, 3 hours to film it. Took Darlene over 12 hours to edit it.
Wow.
12 hours to edit that one video.
Yeah.
Which was 30 minutes long. It took her 12 hours to edit. And we've done a lot of investing in the YouTube channel. Bought top of the range laptops. Bought best software you can for editing. And she made that the most professional video I've ever seen. If you haven't seen the housing project that we did, it's called Highlands. It was released on YouTube 2 days ago. Go back and watch it, and you will see fantastic editing. And she did a absolutely great job on it. Got rave reviews in the comments about it. Sean was really happy. Even Africa Islam contacted me from America and said, hey, I just sent that to Ice-T and all my friends. Fantastic job from Darlene with the editing. That looks great. So big shout out to my wife, and I couldn't be more proud of her.
I think it's time to give her a raise.
She she gets anything she wants. She's my wife. So big shout out to Darlene, babe. Yep. I'm super, super proud of you. You're doing a fantastic job. And as she gets better at it, the time will go down. But it's all about getting used to the new editing tools and the software involved. And I love her for it. She's really, really committed to giving you guys the best viewing experience you can on our YouTube channel.
She's a techie. Tommy Lee, just wondering how far is Unix to Jumpian Beach?
Okay, Unix is right next to the bot bus route. It's literally 50 yards away from the bot bus route. Which you can get on 2nd Road in Patia. So there's a bridge there, and it's literally 50 yards outside the gate. And there's traffic lights there, just the other side of the traffic lights. You can jump on the bot bus, just put your hand up and jump on. A lot of people will jump on at the traffic light. If it's a red light, they'll just jump on the back of the bot bus. So from there to Jumpian Beach, on a bot bus, you're talking about 10 minutes.
There you go.
10 minutes. And it costs you under $1.
10 baht.
10 baht, under $1 US. And you can go to Jumpian
30
Beach.
cents it works out to.
Yeah, a lot under, as it's 30 US cents. Yeah, 30 US cents. So I'm referring to going there and coming back. It would be under $1.
60.
Yeah. So very, very cheap.
Les Brown, I didn't see a jacuzzi at the Unix. Also, the developer should have made the master bedroom window floor to ceiling.
Oh, that's just one condominium complexes. There are plenty of condos out here that the window is floor to ceiling. For example, our living room window is floor to ceiling, and there you go, floor to ceiling window going out to the balcony there. So yeah, we have that here too. Some have smaller windows, but you know what? For that price, that view, that close to Patia City, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong. That was an excellent deal there.
Patrick McCoy, a good video might be a fly on the wall type video of quiz night at Fraser.
Maybe do a live stream from it. But
that would be fun.
Here would be the downside. Is when you're doing the quiz, you have to put your cell phones away.
Yeah, they don't let you
you're
use
not
cell
cheating.
phones. Yeah.
So if I was doing a live stream of it, people will say, "Hey, Cooper, the answer's C." And quite a lot of people.
It is kind of fun there, though. Like you're always whispering to each other. Yeah, it's just one. I think it's this one.
Yeah, right.
Some of the answers are totally wrong.
Don't talk too loud. The other team can hear you. But great night out.
Yeah, it is fun. That's
we got you.
W, whether you rent a condo in Thailand for 2, 6, or 12 months, is there a realistic expectation of getting any security deposit back? Is it just wise to short them rent the last month as security for me?
It depends on the agent and the owner that you're using. Some of them are bad out here. I have heard of bad experiences of people not getting their deposits back. Yeah. They're looking for anything that you didn't notice when you moved in to blame you for. However, Sean has not done that ever with any of our subscribers. Believe me, the first subscriber that told me he did it to him, I drop him like a hot
potato.
I would drop him like a hot potato. I almost said the F-bomb, but I held my tongue. I wouldn't use them, W. So it all depends on the type of agent you're going to go for. There's good agents and there's bad agents. Sean happens to be one of the good ones. Choose your agent wisely like you would your property.
Mark Schaefer, do you all have any disturbances from other residents in your condo? That's what I'm concerned about.
None.
None for me.
None for me.
No.
I've got neighbor that lives directly opposite me here. I only ever hear them when I go out the door to the hallway. Okay. What we did is we put the soundproofing under the door. And what it is a little foam thing that's the length of the door. You slide it under the door, you close the door, it stops any insects or the AC escaping.
I got to do that.
And any noise. So the only time I actually hear my neighbor is when he's walking down the hallway and he's opening his door to his condo and he closes the door. That's the only time. Once his door is closed, my door is closed, I hear nothing. Absolutely nothing. So where we live, absolutely great.
Same here. I don't
nice and quiet.
I'm on the first floor near the entrance, so occasionally I'll hear the door beeping that it's open.
The door alarm.
You kind of tune it out, and it doesn't. That's not too often. Sometimes there'll be a young baby crying as it comes in, but
and they're going to the elevator to go.
Yeah, they're going to the elevator. They're going to, it's gone after a minute or so. And I always turn to Jackie, somebody's not happy. But no, it's for the 99.99% of the time, it's nice, quiet building.
Beautiful call. Yep. That's why I love living here at this complex. It's just so nice, so quiet.
Central to everything.
Good group of people here, central to everything.
Good value.
And people behaving themselves.
Yep.
Hopefully it stays that way, Mark.
Sun Hyun, congrats on 13,000 subs. I remember when you had less than 1,000. Saw your truck purchase episode and have followed since.
Oh, thank you for that, son. Yeah, it's gone super quick in like 7 months, 8 months. I can't remember when we started the channel. I think it was June we started the channel.
Well over 1,000 on the Facebook group too.
You got over 1,000 on the Facebook group. If you want to join the Facebook group, you have to be a subscriber. Again, I get emails saying, Cooper, I'm trying to join the Facebook group. I can't get in. That's because you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel. We only want subscribers on there because it keeps the bots and the bad people out.
A lot of good information on there. And,
and everybody's getting along. A lot of people are enjoying it on there. Over 1,000 people. Everybody raves about it. So roaring success there for my wife. She did a great job on that. Hats off to her. And if you want to join the Facebook group, it's called Cooper's Thai Adventure Community. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe to our video, and then go over there and say, I am a new subscriber when you try to join, because it's going to ask you 4 questions. The first one, why do you want to join the group? Just say, I'm a new subscriber. This is my YouTube name, because your YouTube name may be different than your Facebook name. And if the system can't pair you up, it doesn't allow you in. That's simple. So put in there, this is my YouTube name, and you're straight in. That easy, and agree to the 3 admin rules, and you're in there. Just respect everybody as everybody will respect you, and everybody gets along great.
Easy
so
peasy.
plus there, son. And thank you for being a long-time subscriber since when we had less than 1,000 subscribers. And the channel's done very well. Hit 13,100 and something subscribers right now. So it's going up because we got a good group of people. I owe it all to you guys. I couldn't have done it without you, and I don't take you guys for granted. Thank you all so much for supporting our channel.
Go for Pyromac. As the land is leased on a 30-30-30 lease, what prevents the owner of the land borrowing money against the land he owns and then possibly defaulting in the future?
Okay, here's the thing. Let me get this right. Getting tongue-tied here. You own the house outright. You have the title to the house. The way it works here in Thailand is the house you own and the foundation that it's built on, you own. The land around the house, you don't own. So what happens is the developer holds the title, but you still own it. You still own that title. It just has to be in a Thai name, and they can't do anything with it. They are tied. Lawyers are involved. Realtors are involved. The land office is involved here in Thailand. So the government officers are involved as well. And you are protected. They can't get a loan on it. They can't do anything with it. It's literally tied up for 90 years. And what happens is the book, the Chinook, they call it out here, for the land is held by the land office. Yeah. And they don't give it up until either the house and the land is sold by you, or the 90 years have expired, and everybody's long gone, then they'll give it back to the developer. But for 90 years, they hold it. For 30 years, 3 times. So
Sounds
you got
like you're
nothing to
covered.
worry about that. You are
Yeah.
100% covered on that. If you do it the right way, and that is the right way. I'm going to have Sean on here next Saturday, not this Saturday coming, the following Saturday. He's going to go through it all with you, okay, and explain the whole process, because I don't know the whole ins and outs of it. I'm only going by what he's told me. So this is secondhand information you guys are getting. So he'll come on, he'll explain it just like he explained it to me, and go into more details on it. But you are 100% protected, because the developer doesn't hold the title. It's just in their name. The title is held by the land office. I didn't know that. That was something I learned just yesterday. So great news there going forward.
Dennis L., thank you for the feedback. We're doing what Mr. Brooks said. We are selling our house and getting a condo there. I can't wait. Hopefully in 3 months.
Not long, Dennis. Be great to have you out here.
You're going to love it here, Dennis. And
Yeah.
let me give you a tip. Take that money from your house sale. Bitcoin's on sale. Take a look at it.
It's on fire.
Yep.
It's going to go straight through the roof.
Chris Wheeler, love the pool villa videos. Who wants to split one? Coop, did you give that kid back his pants, or did you ride in an elephant?
You don't like my white pants? Okay, I like them. Darlene bought them for me. It was a present from my
Chris
wife.
Wheeler, Brooke is still on vacation. Bitcoin is up and full of excuses. Can't wait to be in his shoes. Yeah. Les Brown, could you explain the editing process?
I could explain zero. Okay, I could not edit my way out of a worst case scenario. My wife is the editor. She does all that, and she's absolutely fantastic. She is a techie, so even more so than I am. I like drones and things and smart glasses and all that. But as far as editing on a computer, she has really got an eye for it. And it's just so involving, Les. You know, to put a simple banner is unbelievable what you have to go through, and you have to time it right to the millisecond and take it along, and you have to go back in. I'll tell you what, it's really done to me is now I know why it takes a year to make a movie. The movie's only 2 hours long. Yeah, it may take 2 months to film the movie, but then it takes 10 months to edit it.
Edit it, wow.
And that's on a 2 hour. So I have all the respect in the world. A 15-minute video is going to take 6 hours for Darlene to edit. A 30-minute YouTube video that we make is going to take her 12 hours to edit.
Wow.
And there's a lot that goes into it. Background music, lighting. If there's a loud car or motorcycle that goes past, you have to edit that out. You have to go in the sound settings and change the graphic equalizer. There's just so much involved, Les. It blows my mind. And she'll be going back and forth, and re-listening to it, and says, I can still hear that motorbike go past. I can still hear that car.
Wow.
Or somebody still playing music in the background. We're going to get copyrighted by YouTube. I got to get that out of the sound. And she'll go back in, reload the settings, go back in, reload the settings until you can't hear it, or it's a bare whisper. And it takes hours. It takes absolute hours, Les. That's why a lot of YouTubers complain. Because editing just takes so dang long to do it. It is a hard job. It really is.
Definitely, she needs a raise.
Yep. You gonna give her one?
Booty 66. I bet Darlene has a lot of bloopers she could put together.
She's got one heck of a blooper reel.
Yes. There you go. Tommy Lee. Yes, indeed. I know it's a lot of work. When I grow up, I want to be just like you and Darlene.
You want to be a YouTuber? Okay.
Tommy the man. Tommy, and yes, I watched the video.
Okay. And it was a great video. She did absolutely fantastic.
Les Brown, how much would that Unix unit sell for?
I can't remember what the price is. He said he bought it. I want to say it was somewhere within the 4 to 5 million range.
120 to 150,000 US.
Yeah, it was somewhere between there. I can't remember the exact figure. Sorry, Les. He did tell me, and it was just passing, and we went on to the next part of filming. So we're trying to beat the rain, because at the end of my condo videos that I make, I like to do a tour of the area.
Yep.
Show everybody what's around the area so they know what sort of location it is, what shops are nearby, or they got to walk miles to everything. You know, I want to put that in, the good and the bad, you know. So I like to do that. And we're trying to beat the rain, so get through the video as quickly as possible. And just as I was about to go film the outside area, outside the complex, what's around the area, heavens opened up. So I jumped in my truck as quickly as possible, trying not to get my camera equipment wet, and did the ending of the video in the pickup truck and said, hey guys, look outside the window. It's coming down like cats and dogs out here. Sorry, I can't give you a walk around the area. On this video, unfortunately, it does happen. You get the rain. So yeah, great place. And for $4 to $5 million with that view, yeah,
good value.
That is very, very good value. And the amenities that it had there.
Outdoor Active Life. Good morning, amigos. Just waking up and tuning in, AJ.
And thanks for coming on, AJ. See you tomorrow night at the quiz night at Fraser's.
AJ Van Doren?
Yep.
Oh, there.
He's changed his name.
Mike Baker just secured a 1-bedroom condo at the Sea Condo in Aonang. 11,000 baht a month for 2 years. Great jump off point for snorkeling and diving with many great islands as well. Quieter for a new bike driver also.
And that's a good deal.
11,000 baht.
I have no idea. Sorry, but that is a good deal.
We'll get together, Mikey. Get you that coffee.
Yeah.
Chris Wheeler did a nice
$4.99 super thanks. It says new channel, Darlene Cooper bloopers. and very funny. Maybe we will include some bloopers reel at the end of video at some point. We'll see how it goes. But there is loads of bloopers. Believe me, we get tongue-tied, me and Sean, and other people in our videos would make mistakes.
I think if you put a heading Cooper's bloopers, you'd get a lot of views.
Our top 10 bloopers, yeah maybe. But thank you so much for that super thanks there, Chris. Really, really appreciate it.
Kirk Schuler, I just took advantage of a clause in my lease here in Portugal and moved lease end date up by 4 months, so I can head to Thailand in June or first week of July.
See you soon, buddy. See you soon from Portugal. Be great to have you out here.
Check in with us, Kirk. I'd like to know the good and bad about Portugal versus, why you chose Thailand. The Music Sanctuary. Good day, Coop, Brooke, and Darlene. I hope all is well your way. All's great.
All is great.
Yeah.
Thank you for that, Music Sanctuary. Anthony Wilson sends a $5 super thanks and says, thanks for all you do. And thank you so much for that, Tony. Really appreciate it. He is a neighbor and a subscriber and still comes on to our live streams and watches our video, even though he's retired out here in Thailand. Very nice guy. Really like him. Always got a smile on his face. Always happy. Always got a smile on his face.
Emamonic, Octo Vince, David Gallo. What? Jerry and Jennifer just viewed the Unix condo. In the unlikely event, it is still, let me guess, available?
Yeah. And what you want to do, Jerry, if you like it, send us an email. We'll forward it to Sean if you don't have Sean's email. We have put it in many of the videos so you guys can contact him directly. It is available from the 1st of April. Now, maybe you're coming in July or August. Some people only rent it for like a month or two for a vacation.
Right.
So there's a good chance it may be available when you come out here, Jerry and Jennifer. Just a piece of advice.
Emamonic, still dreaming about visit Thailand.
And it'll come soon.
Mike Baker, Aonang is on the Andaman Sea in Krabi.
Krabi. Okay, Krabi's down this part of South Pattaya. South Thailand. And beautiful beaches there at Krabi. It is not an island, it's part of the mainland, but it's going down towards Malaysia.
Really?
Down that way.
Oh, so Mikey's moved away from the area then?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Well,
looks like it.
Sorry to see you go, Mikey. Jerry and Jennifer just viewed the Unix condo, exactly what we were looking for. In the unlikely event it is available 1st of November, we will be signing up for it.
And get in touch with Sean. Get in touch with Sean, and he can do he can work it out, because the owner's going back to Hawaii at the end of this month, I think on the 25th. So give Sean and his team time to clean it and get it ready for whoever wants to take it. They said the 1st of April it'll be ready to rent. So he needs that week to get it everything up and tickety-boo, get the blankets, the sheets washed, everything else, the place cleaned, all that they do great service.
You might be able to secure it if you put a healthy deposit.
And
now,
you know,
but
1st of November, who knows? It could be
who
empty.
knows? Yeah.
Get in touch with Sean, because he's going to be taking the bookings for it, and he can say, okay, I'll pencil you in for November, and then rent it out for like 6 months.
Gotcha.
Until November, and take it from there.
Bootney 66
sends a $4 super 99-cent super thanks, and says 9 months and I'll be in Jomtien. Not long, 9 months. So he'll be here for the end of the year, just Christmas.
Time flies too, guys. It'll be here before you know it.
It'd be great to have you out here with us.
Mark Schaefer, you both said that you wouldn't buy a condo for rental property, but would you buy one off plan to move into yourself? I bet you could get a heck of a deal, and already living there have inside track.
Yes, I would. I would buy off plan, providing. Now, this is a big providing. It is a reputable builder with a track history.
Yep.
You don't want the fly-by-night builder. I wouldn't touch him with a barge pole.
No.
I want, if it's my money, and I've saved all my life for this money, yeah, I want that it's a reputable builder, you know, has billions of baht behind them in building complexes here in Thailand and a long history. Then yes, I would part with my money and buy a pre-build, because here's the thing: pre-build, the houses are lower because they're getting the investors in.
Yeah.
As soon as that building is finished, you can sell that on day one and make a lot of money. And a lot of people do. Sean deals with these investors every day. They want these pre-builds. They want the corner unit with a beautiful sea view, the jacuzzi on the balcony, all this. They want the #1 rooms. Yeah. And they're not available. Only ones are available on the low floors. They bought the high floors with the beautiful views. And then on day one, when the building's finished, they say, okay, I'm ready to sell now. And this is what I want. And that's how a lot of investors make their money. So yes, it is a good way of doing it. Mark Schaefer.
One thing too, Mark, I've noticed here is, you rent to start. You'll go to the malls and you'll see the nice displays set up with the new buildings going up. And on their literature, they've always got literature there. They actually list all the units that they've completed already.
Yes.
So you see kind of the history. Well, geez, this guy is reputable. He's done 12 properties.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? The guy that hasn't done any, that's where you want to be a little leery about. So, but yeah, that you'll see that. Mike Baker, moving August 1st. Okay, so Mike stirs around still till August.
Well, and then he's found a beautiful retirement place just for him. Yeah, great.
Dennis L., can you do more videos on buying new or used cars and bikes?
Yeah, sure can. I actually got a video coming out later on this month that I can't mention on YouTube because I don't want to give a spoiler alert, but you're going to be very pleasantly surprised. Brooke and I are going somewhere. Don't say where it is. You know where it is because I see that look on your face.
I haven't got a clue.
And you're going to be pleasantly surprised to what's happening later on this month and what we're going to have on the channel in regards to that. Enough said. I can't put a spoiler alert because everybody will copy me what I'm about to do, and I don't want that.
Jack Bree, how's the beach roadworks, detour, etc., affecting Beach Road?
I haven't been on Beach Road now because I've been so busy on the dark side filming these houses.
I've been down in over a week. So
me either, so I haven't seen any of the roadworks. Sorry about that, Jack. I have no idea. I haven't been down there. But I do see the bot buses going down Second Road now, which is great for the people that live in the area. They can jump on the bot bus at Second Road instead of going to Beach Road.
Yeah.
Because it's going down Second Road and then jumping over past the roadworks and coming, because there's only one-way traffic right now on Jomtien Beach Road. So they can go the other side of the roadworks.
I'm going to take a trip today to check it out.
Yeah. And let us know.
Yeah,
let Jack know on the next live stream.
Mark Schaefer, I bet Sean could hook you up with a good builder to make it happen. Probably
you're right.
we would know them.
He could. He knows a lot of the builders out here, and he knows a lot of the developers out here, and he knows a lot of people that do the renovations out here. So he's a very handy guy to know.
Yeah.
So if you wanted to buy, for example, an older condominium, one of the older ones that are like 100 square meters, and they're the same price as the new ones, but 3 times larger. So you got a big condominium, and the interior is worn down and it needs a good renovation. Contact Sean. He's got a hell of a team that he knows that does all these to modern standards and Western standards. Mark, if you're interested, or anybody that's watching the channel, if you're interested.
Aziz Baluk. Good morning, Coop, Brooke, and Darlene. Aziz from Miami Beach, Florida. How long will keep deposit in Thailand bank for retirement visa?
How long will keep deposit?
Yeah, so I think he's referring to the 800,000.
Yeah,
that you put into the bank. How long do you need to keep it in there?
Yeah, right. Aziz, go back on our channel 3 live streams ago. So if you go on our channel and you click live streams, so you don't have to go searching for it, you'll see 3 live streams ago we had Mr. Singh on here, and he explained all that. I've forgotten a bunch of it, so go watch that, and he explains all about the retirement visa, the deposits, and everything, and how it works in that video. So I'd rather you heard it from the horse's mouth than from me.
The Buddy Show in Thailand. Good morning, gents. When is the next meetup?
We're going to schedule it for the last Friday of this month. I've got to go back and see Fraser and make sure that that's a good date with him. And we'll be posting it on the Facebook group. It's great to have you join us again, buddy. Haven't seen you for a while, brother.
And Thursday nights with quiz night, there's usually a group of people there. Expats. Les Brown, do you know when the last real estate recession was?
No, I don't. Real estate recession
in Thailand?
I couldn't tell you. I know when it was in the West, but in Thailand, I don't know.
No.
Thailand is a very wealthy country. I think the king of Thailand is in the top 10 richest people in the world.
And these condos obviously are in demand.
Yeah.
I think obviously the price compared to the West is crazy, like a third to a quarter. And the reason I say that, you see building everywhere.
Yeah.
And they're only building if there's a demand.
That's right.
So now in our case, it's great for the supply. There's going to be a lot of supply. So, you're going to have your availability, let's say, probably affordable for most people. So,
and here's the thing on that, Brooke. I asked Sean, why are there so many condo developments out here?
Yeah.
You're talking over 5,000 different developments out here in the area, with a 10 mile square radius. 5,000. That is a heck of a lot.
Oh, yeah.
And you know what he said to me? He said the 49% that are only available for foreigners to buy condominiums sell super fast.
Yeah.
He said it's the 51% that take a very long time to sell for the Thais. Thais can buy a house. Why do they want to buy a condo?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're building them. 49% sells out. The other 51% may go to rentals in the future, depending on the developer, or they may just sit on them and wait eventually for one Thai person to buy them. And that's why they just keep building more and more and more, because the foreigner demand to buy them is extreme.
And the 49% honestly must be covering most, if not all, the costs.
I think
you know what I mean? Because if they could sit on the others till the cows come home, there's still empty units in this building.
Oh,
all kinds of
half of the buildings are empty here.
And it's because they have to be owned by Thais.
Yes.
And the Thais, like you say, well, why would I buy a condo? I can buy a house for less money. So that's interesting. Yeah. But there's building everywhere. In fact, any other country, if I was in Florida and saw that, or Ontario and saw the amount of construction, you'd say, holy geez, there's a boom going on here. And this just seems to, in the whole year we've been here, it seems to be the norm.
Yeah.
So real estate boom, I don't know. I've heard stories where the prices have gone up in, 10 years, say. Not that they've gone crazy, but I've never heard of a recession where the prices have dropped.
Yeah.
That way, so interesting. Outdoor Active Life. Regarding the question about the construction on Beach Road, I think the flow is actually a lot better for traffic, mainly because it loops now south down Beach Road than north up Second Road.
Yeah.
Yeah, one way.
A lot of less congestion.
Yep, makes sense.
On there on Beach Road. So yeah, absolutely great there.
JB, greetings from Speedway.
And greetings, JB. Thank you for coming on here. Really appreciate it.
Now, when he says Speedway, what's he referring to?
That's got to be somewhere out in the world. I have no idea. It just always says greetings from Speedway.
I mean, in Florida, there was a gas station called Speedway. So I'm thinking,
yeah, there's a racetrack called Speedway as well.
Yeah, he's for gas and he's watching the video.
But he's always saying greetings from Speedway.
Sure
maybe it's a place in Australia.
JB, hasn't Beach Road always looped up to Second?
You can go down.
Not one way, it hasn't.
Well, it does, because it goes around like this, Beach Road. So
Hasn't
by rumors at the traffic light,
okay,
you turn right, you're on Second Road.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So yeah.
GB, less congestion is cool. Correct.
And Indy 500. Okay, Indy 500. He's always at Speedway. Yeah. What's he live there? Was he caretaker of the site or something? I don't know, JB. But this brings us on to the second topic that I've been wanting to talk to you guys about, at latest in the news in Thailand. And it's a very sad one. And what happened in the last week is a guy from Holland, the Netherlands, he rented a condominium in Pattaya and passed away. Nobody knew about it till 4 days later, because the smell in the hallway.
Oh boy.
Now, the story in the Pattaya news was he didn't know anybody. He came out here to enjoy himself, have a bit of fun, died in his sleep or whatever it was. They didn't go into details. I think there would probably be an autopsy to find out exactly what happened, but they found no foul play.
No.
And he knew nobody out here. He didn't have any friends. He hadn't made any friends when he was out here, and he passed away and nobody knew. And it's a very sad state of affairs, because I promote on the group, on our Facebook channel. Join our Facebook group, subscribe to our channel, then come join the Facebook group, because you're going to make a lot of friends. We have over 160 subscribers here. And I've had emails this week from people in different countries saying, Cooper, I want to come out to Thailand. I want to make that leap. It's exactly what I'm looking for in my retirement, but I don't know anybody. And I say to them, join the Facebook group, get on the live chat. We have a live chat on there as well. Get talking to the people. You're going to find people that have the same hobbies and interests as you. You're going to exchange phone numbers. They're going to know your situation. You're going to know theirs. If you have any medical concerns, they can be there to help you. You know, they're only a click of a button away. All right. This guy that came out, they've checked his cell phone. He had no emergency contacts on there. He didn't have the local number to the hospital or doctors. Didn't even have the emergency number for police or ambulance on his phone. So
sounds like a loner.
He could have, had a heart attack or something, and just didn't know who to call, and just suffered there and then passed away. Absolutely sad. And it's a real shame when this happens. I know this can happen anywhere in the world, folks, as Brooke Schneider said to me earlier today. But getting out here, being part of a community, that's what this YouTube channel is all about. Being part of a community, promoting retirement, promoting Thailand, showing you the different options out here, making friends, joining the Facebook group, doing things as a group or solo, whatever you want to do, but giving you that, peace of mind that if anything happens, somebody's going to be there for you, and, can make sure that you get the care you need when you need it. And very sad that happened just this week in Thailand. And they don't even know how to contact his relatives. That's what was reported in the Phuket Post, that they don't even know how to contact his relatives. They've opened his phone up. He had an iPhone, and they got an iPhone to open it up because he passed away, and to try and get in touch with his family members. He had no emergency contacts in there. On the new phones, you can set up emergency contacts. So you go into the settings, set that up, And then if something does happen to you or you're at hospital, they need to check your blood type, something like that. Contact a next of kin, they can go into settings and access your emergency contacts and call them and let them know, hey, fly out here. This person might not make it, and things like that. So it's a very sad what happened. And I pray that more people subscribe to the channel and join the Facebook group, not for our benefit, for their benefit. Yeah, so that they got the support that they need, friendship. What more?
Not a day goes by I don't see someone from the community here, and it's good. They look forward to seeing you. I look forward to seeing them. Every Thursday there's the Frasers. Once a month there's the meet and greet. So you have your routines where you're interacting with people, you're sociable. Sounds like this gentleman was more of a loner, and obviously that didn't work out for him. But
yeah, but it could have been prevented.
Yeah, possibly.
It possibly could have been prevented if he had made friends and or the condominium, he'd given details to somebody for emergency contacts or whatever, but he didn't do any of that.
Mark Schaefer, there's a good point about the 51-49 ownership. That would keep overcrowding down in the condos. Never thought of that. It does.
It does.
Yeah, big time.
It does. And one of the benefits is the car park.
Sure.
The car park's half full. You got plenty of spaces for parking because there's only limited parking in condominiums for bikes and cars.
Yeah.
Yeah. When only 49% are taken, you still got plenty of parking spaces.
Yeah.
Plus there.
Michael Rebecki, Circle City.
Is that in regards to Indy 500 Speedway?
Yeah, I guess it could be. Yeah. Miguel Leon. So for the first 30 days, hotel or condo? I know this will be based on preference. Just looking for opinions.
Condo. It's a lot cheaper than a hotel.
Yeah.
A lot cheaper than a hotel. Rent a condo for 1 month. Most condos out here, Miguel, have rules that they don't take Airbnb. And you'll see the signs in the lobbies all over the place because it's run by the housing association. The owners become part of the housing association here, and they stipulate the rules. And that way, stay there for 1 month. Take a look around. Got plenty of time. We stayed in a condo just down the road here for 1 month. We found this place within the first 2 weeks.
Yep.
And looked at over 30 different places and settled on this one as the best of what we could find in our price range of what we wanted to pay.
Yeah.
So,
well, we saw all the areas, all the sizes, all the price ranges. We did our due diligence.
Oh, heck yeah.
And by doing that, you have more certainty when you do pick a place. Jesus, you didn't make a mistake. You found the right one because you saw the rest. And but yeah, I would say if you're flying in and you want to experience Bangkok, maybe you do a hotel for 3 or 2, 3, 4, 5 days, whatever, and then have as Coop said, do a monthly, because in that time, hey, you're going to see that facility, whether you want to stay there or at least you got time to look at what else is on the market.
Yeah.
And I would say 9 times out of 10, you'll probably find someplace else on the market. The reason is you're here, boots on the ground. You've seen other stuff, and you're comparing to where you are. So, that's what.
And a month is more than enough.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
A month was more than enough. We had initially booked that place, I think, for 3 months.
Well, up to 3 months.
Up to 3 months.
Thinking maybe, hey, it's going to take that long to
find somewhere.
Yeah, no,
and it didn't.
No.
We went to several agents, went around different places, and found this place in 2 weeks.
Yeah. And really, where we had stayed, I think both of us, I would say safely, preferred to get out of there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There was too many things too far away, and just management wasn't run, and geez,
beautiful pool though.
I had my water cut off after 4 days there. What the heck's going on? Well, the last guy didn't pay. That's not my problem.
Yeah.
Oh man, it was. Yeah. JB, dang, a sad way to go. Yep.
Yeah, it was a sad way to go. Really feel for the guy.
Outdoor active. active life. Wowza, great topic. I was just talking to Al last night about exchanging emergency contacts from back home in case anything happened here in Thailand. That's good. Be prepared.
It is.
Yeah.
Darlene's got my emergency contacts. I've got hers. You've got Jackie's.
Yep.
Jackie's got yours. And AJ and Al are absolutely 100% right. They both know each other. They became very good friends here by joining our community and meeting up. And they trust each other now, and they swap details.
Yep.
Hats off to both of you for doing that. Emergency contacts, just in case anything happens. You're not able to get to your phone. They can contact your family for you.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, like, even just texting or messaging through the, the local apps, making comments on the, the Cooper's Thai Adventure, everything that's ever sent to me, I respond to.
Yeah.
So it would be an indication if someone, after a day or two didn't get a response, hey, what is the problem there?
Yeah.
And I think, get involved.
Yeah.
Make people aware. And
Al could be like, hey, I haven't heard from AJ for a day. That's not like him. He always replies to my messages in like an hour. I better go check on him, make sure he's okay.
Yeah.
So hats off to both of you. Right way to do it.
Mike Baker, I will search out another great group like this one in Onang before I leave Jomtien.
And
I've never heard of that place. It'd be interesting. I'll pick Mikey's brain when I see him there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's down southern Thailand there, and it's supposed to be really nice. We will be making a trip out there on our way to Malaysia. When we do the driving trip out there, it's going to be after Songkran. We do plan on doing a driving trip from here to there. 16-hour drive, by the way. We're going to make that trip happen. Brooke Snyder's going to come, and he's going to share the driving with me.
Yep.
So
absolutely.
That's going to be a fun trip. And we will stop by Krabi and look at the area there, maybe stay the night there to break up the trip. And
do it after August. We'll see Mikester down there.
Yeah. Mike, prepare 2 spare rooms for us, brother.
Miguel Leon, great. Thank you. Yes, I'm in contact with Sean. Okay.
And there you go. Yeah, get in contact with Sean. He'd be more than willing to help you out. He's very informative. He knows a lot of the local businesses here, knows a lot of the builders, the renovators, developers. He's good friends with them. He works with them on a daily basis. And coming up to the final question, one of the final questions on the live stream.
Tesla is looking to open a massive factory in Thailand and is in talks with the Thai government. The economy there keeps on rolling along. Well, that I did not know.
I didn't know that either.
No.
But Thailand has become a real building hub. It is competing with a lot of countries out here. You have a huge Toyota factory. You got Nissan. You've got a lot of the Japanese makes out here, and including Ford.
Yeah.
Ford has a huge factory here that they make the new SUV here in Thailand, and the new pickup truck, the Ranger, made here in Thailand as well. So great that Tesla is going to be doing that.
Well, I know Tesla's breaking ground.
It'll make the cars cheaper to buy. Because right now they're about $5 million. Well, $5 million to buy a Tesla here. So expensive.
Yeah, that is expensive.
So that would drop the prices. That would be a lot cheaper made here locally.
But just getting back to Tesla, like they're breaking ground in Mexico. They do have a huge factory in China, which is next door. But, obviously it's probably better to sell here. India is chasing Tesla to open a factory in India.
Really?
And I suspect you'll see one there. And now Thailand, which I wasn't aware. But
is there a Tesla factory in Europe anywhere?
Oh, yeah. Germany has a big one.
Oh, Germany. Yeah. It's in Germany.
Germany has a big one. It's fairly new, doing well.
Yeah.
But, and then the States, I know there's Texas, California. So he wants to have a lot of factories going forward. And the funny thing with these factories, Coop, there's virtually no employees.
Yeah, because the machines doing all
the
the
engineers are sitting up top over the floor, and it's all robots down the assembly line. And there was a good interview with the CNBC fellow interviewing Elon Musk at the factory, and you could see the floor and the cars moving down the line. There was nobody on the floor. It was amazing. Yeah. So that's on YouTube, that video, believe it or not. Dennis L., have either one of you been to Hua Hin?
I have. We stayed the night in Hua Hin for one night, and we come back from Koh Samui, and we drove the motorbike 808 kilometers, me and Darlene on the bike coming back because it canceled the ferry. So we had to take the long way back rather than the short way back, and it took us 2 days to do the 808 kilometers. Hua Hin for us was where we set our mind at, was the halfway point where we wanted to stop for the night, get some rest, put some ice on our butts because we were pretty sore on the bike, and before we set off the next day for the second half of the trip. And I was there for one night. Didn't get a chance to look around because when we got there, the only thing I wanted to do was just lay down on my side, take pressure off my butt. I didn't even want to sit down and just relax. So I do plan on going back there, Dennis, again next after Songkran, and take an even better look around of the area.
No, I haven't been to Hua Hin. News broke a day ago in the States. Thai officials have already visited the California factory
at Tesla. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Like Tesla, guys, listen, I'm a Bitcoiner,
but
I'll tell you, I am looking at Tesla stock.
Really?
Yeah. And see, it's not really a car company. Believe it or not, it's like an AI company.
Right.
And people don't give it credit for that. But, they've got like 10 sources of income coming. Tunneling, space, robots, AI, Tesla, like autos, obviously, a small part. But that Elon Musk, he's a sharp boy.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't bet against him. So, yeah, we'll see. Yeah. It's right now, hey, I'm happy with Bitcoin. I'm sticking with Bitcoin. I'm 100% Bitcoin. But,
ditto. I'm 100% Bitcoin. Yeah. And that is it. We are at the end of the live stream. The final question. Thank you all for coming on here so much. Got a lot of great videos coming up for you. Got more condos coming up, more houses coming up. Not just pool villas, we're showing the normal houses, and then we're showing the rentals. So all that coming up this week and next week, so you can see the prices of the rentals for the pool villas and the normal houses out here if you don't want to live in a condominium. That we're going to be showing them on the channel too, so you guys can get a great idea of what's out there on the market and what's around for rentals and sales. So if you're interested in renting or buying condominiums or houses, we're going to have all that on the channel in this week and next week. So stay tuned for that. Some great videos coming up with me and Sean. Kirk Schuler says, just saw a news report that Hua Hin is being overrun with Russians. Yeah, they don't want to fight in a war. Would you blame them? They don't want to be any part of the Ukraine war. And they're coming out here to stay away from them.
They're all over.
They're all over it.
Yep.
But once the war comes to an end, you're going to find the amount of Russians that here are going to go down as well.
Chris Wheeler, great info and great team. Darlene, Mr. Singh, and Sean, definitely in my contacts for sure.
Yeah, and we'll be making a lot more contact videos for you guys coming up.
Joanne Bulow, good morning. Just wanted to say hello, Al, and I are off to the island. Have a great day, both of you.
And have a great day at the island. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy that beautiful, clear water.
HG, one of the things PEPs could do is to put the word ICE in case of emergency in cap letters. Example, contact ICE husband, ICE wife, ICE John, etc. Emergency workers know to look for that in the cell phones.
That's absolutely correct.
Yeah, good tip.
Yeah. Thank you for that, HG.
Patrick McCoy.
It gives a nice wave goodbye.
Nice wave goodbye.
And Jacob says, good morning. Good morning, Jacob. We're just about to sign off at the end of the live stream. Go back and watch it from the beginning. We had a great show.
Anthony Wilson, have a good day.
And you too, Tony. Thank you, brother. Always a pleasure, bro.
Hootney.
Great live stream. Take care, everybody.
Roger Walker, have a great week, everyone.
You too, Roger. Have a great week, and we'll see you on Saturday night for our next live stream.
Big Al. Great show, guys. See you tomorrow night. Yeah.
Number one, Sheila's Angels. Not this week. Brooke said he's going to put on his smart hat, his Bitcoin hat, so he gets more answers right. Watch out for you. Al.
The Music Sanctuary. Thank you, folks, for another informative stream. Much appreciated, as always.
And thank you all so much. Keep the comments coming. I can't reply to all of them. because there's just so many coming in our videos lately. But I do try and reply to some of them, but we do read them all, and we do appreciate all your comments. So thank you for that. Continue enjoying watching the videos. We're going to have Sean on here, not this Saturday, but next Saturday. And that gives him time to research all your questions that you've had in our videos that we've done recently together, because there's been a lot of questions, and I forwarded them to all to him as well. Let him know what you guys are asking so he can get everything, all the information that you've been asking, because the big questions he didn't even know the answer to. So he's got another agent working with him, and those two are going to be on here. It's a colleague of his that he knows personally. She's from China, and she has a realtor company here in Thailand as well, and speaks fluent English and fluent Thai. So great person to know, and they're both going to be on our channel next Saturday. So stay tuned for that. And thank you from Mr. Schneider and myself, Cooper. God bless you all. Take care. See you Saturday night. And until next time, stay tuned.